This is the story of Goldilocks and the Three Bears. Once upon a time, there lived a little girl whose name was Goldilocks. She was called Goldilocks because curls or locks of golden hair ran down the girl's head. She lived in a house at the edge of the woods. One morning, Goldilocks was out for a walk when she came across a beautiful bird on the ground that flew away. She followed the bird as it zigzagged here and there. The bird flew right into the woods, where her mother had said many times she must never go. But Goldilocks didn't think of that. Deeper and deeper into the woods she stepped. Then the bird flew high up in the sky and was gone. Goldilocks looked around. Where was she anyway? That is when she knew she was lost. But a house was not far away. I wonder who lives there, she thought, so deep into the woods. She went up and knocked on the door. No answer. She knocked again. Still no answer. Goldilocks knocked a third time and the door opened, but no one was behind the door. Well, the door is already open, said the girl. I may as well go in. Goldilocks smelled a wonderful smell. There at the table sat 3 steaming bowls of oatmeal. All of a sudden, she realized how very hungry she was. What Goldilocks did not know is that 3 bears lived in that house. That very morning, the 3 bears had sat down to their bowls of oatmeal, but they were too hot. So they had decided to take a short walk. When we return home later, they said at the time, our oatmeal will be just right. Gazing at the yummy bowls of oatmeal, Goldilocks thought, I'm sure whoever lives here won't mind if I take just one sip. She sat at the first chair and took one sip. Ah, she said, it is too hot. She moved to the next bowl and took a sip. Ah, she said, it is too cold. She moved to the third bowl and took a sip. Ah, she said, it is just right. And before she knew it, the oatmeal was all gone. Goldilocks rubbed her tummy. I'm so full. I must find somewhere to sit that's more comfortable. She went to the living room. 3 chairs were lined up in a row. 1 big chair, 1 medium-sized chair, and 1 wee little chair. I'm sure whoever lives here will not mind if I sit on just 1 chair, said Goldilocks. She sat on the big chair, but it was too hard. The next chair looks good, said Goldilocks. She moved to the medium-sized chair, but it was too soft. The wee little chair looks better, said the girl. She sat on the little chair, and it was just right. When Goldilocks leaned back a bit, the chair broke into a dozen pieces. She plopped right down on the floor. Oh no, Goldilocks wailed. All of a sudden, she felt very tired. There must be somewhere comfortable she could lie down for a short nap. The girl saw a ladder and climbed it to an attic. 3 beds were lined up in a row. 1 big bed, 1 medium-sized bed, and 1 wee little bed. I'm sure whoever lives here won't mind if I lay down for just a short nap, she said. She lay down on the big bed, but it was too hard. She lay down on the medium-sized bed, but it was too soft. At last the girl lay down on the wee little bed. It was just right. In a moment, Goldilocks fell fast asleep. At that very moment, 3 bears came home from their walk. Mama Bear noticed at once that the front door was ajar. "Dear me," she said, "did either of you leave our front door open?" "Not I," said Papa Bear. "Not I," said Little Bear. Slowly, the 3 bears stepped inside and looked around. "Most odd," said Papa Bear, seeing his spoon in his bowl. "Someone has been eating my oatmeal." "Most odd indeed," said Mama Bear, also seeing her spoon in her bowl. "Someone has been eating my oatmeal." "This is the most odd thing of all," said Little Bear. "Someone has been eating my oatmeal, and they ate it all up." The 3 bears were most surprised. They stepped into their living room. "Do you think someone was sitting in my chair?" said Papa Bear. "I know someone was sitting in my chair," said Mama Bear, "because I can see the seat cushion is pushed in." "And I know someone was sitting in my chair," said Little Bear, "because it's all broken." The 3 bears were even more surprised at that. They climbed the ladder to their attic. "Someone has been sleeping on my bed," said Papa Bear, who could see that his blankets were moved. "Someone has been sleeping on my bed too," said Mama Bear, who could also see her blankets were moved. "Someone has been sleeping on my bed," said Little Bear, "and look, she is still there." At that, Goldilocks bolted awake. The 3 bears loomed over her. They did not look happy. "Oh my," said Goldilocks, jumping out of bed. As quick as she could, she climbed down the ladder and ran out the front door. Little Bear chased after her. "Wait a minute." Goldilocks stopped and turned around. "Tell me, please," said Little Bear, "why did you come inside my house?" "I guess I didn't think," said Goldilocks. "And why did you eat my oatmeal?" said Little Bear. "I guess I didn't think," said Goldilocks. "And why did you break my chair and sleep in my bed?" said Little Bear. "I guess I didn't think about that either," said Goldilocks. They were all silent. Goldilocks said, "I suppose I could have waited outside your door." "We were coming right home," said Mama Bear. "We might have invited you in if we knew you were hungry." "We had plenty of oatmeal left," said Papa Bear. "I'm sorry about the chair," said Goldilocks slowly. "I guess you saw it broke." "Yep, we saw it," said Mama Bear. "We saw it all right," said Papa Bear. "I'm good at fixing things," said Goldilocks, "if you have glue." "Of course we do," said Little Bear. "What kind of bears do you think we are?" said Mama Bear. "I can make it up to you," said Goldilocks. "Come on in, dear," said Mama Bear more warmly. "We'll start over," said Papa Bear with a nod. Come in," said Little Bear. They all smiled and skipped together inside the bear house. The end.